welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to address another common fault on the Cooper. So on these Mini Coopers they have a button underneath to undo the boot, and this one's not working. Right, well let's get to it. Let's go. So as I said in the intro, the button's not working on the boot. We've actually managed to look at this when we didn't have it on film. We just pop it open. You can see that obviously worked. Now, underneath here, I don't know if you can see this, I've put a bit of rubber in. Right, so I'm going to zoom you in. Let me just take you off of my mount. Give me 2 seconds. Right, so right underneath here is where the button goes. Right, now I've stuck a bit of rubber underneath because we found it had a fault. So the rubber underneath here was all perished, all broken, and the little switch in there that has a block underneath it, well, it was all over the place and it wasn't working. So we took it apart and we found that actually, yeah, you can hear the button's working, but obviously now this isn't waterproof, it's not going to be very good, so we're going to have to change that out. Fresh from eBay, we have a new boot handle. So I went for the black one because I think it just looks nicer than the chrome. A lot of people dechrome these cars, but it's, when I say it's an eBay one, it actually comes with both number plate lights and a brand new button, rubber, so it's a complete unit and it wasn't very expensive. I will leave the link down in the description so you can have a look at it yourself, but we're going to get this fitted. Okay, so I'm just going to undo all these clips to take this trim off. You can go around, I mean, you can just use a plastic pry tool. I've got these nice little things here, which make things a little bit easier, he says. It's not unclipping. There we go. Just work your way along and gently unclip everything. You don't want to break any clips. All the way around. And now you should be able to. I don't know why I'm wearing sunglasses. Oh, I forgot there's two bolts in here, so I need to undo these 2 bolts, which are a torque piece. As you can hear there, that was the mighty ST starting up. Nope, not the right size. Close but no cigar. Some people are so noisy. We don't do quiet cars here. I said that the Mini's very quiet at the moment. Where are all my torque bits? That's not the right size. A little bit bigger than that. That's going to do it. Right, we've now got a torque piece on there. We're going to undo these bolts. Now, this is my first time of undoing this because when we was looking for the fault, my friend Matt with a black Lexus took this apart, so I've never actually done it, so I'm learning as we go. So I'm going to put all the bolts in the boot and all the clips and anything that comes off, so I know where they're all going to be. Okay, that's those 2 bolts out. As you can see, like a Torx piece, and they just come out. I suppose it stops everything rattling, and now you should be able to put your hand in, just get those final couple of clips. So you can see there's clips all the way around, and actually I seem to be missing one over here. So I'll replace that in a minute. Oh, it's in the door. So we'll take that out and replace it. Right, putting that to one side. Right, so to undo this door handle, which is here, so we're looking, there were torque screws here undone. Oh, they're actually underneath. I thought they were on the top. I don't know if that's the same torque, it doesn't look like it. So I might have taken this off for no reason. There we go. We've got one on our little kit, which is just a screwdriver kit. We're just going to undo 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts. Okay. 1. Number 2. Oh look, it's even a learning channel. If you've never learnt to count, I'm here to help. Right, number 3's almost out, and we've just got the 4th one, and then this should actually come down. It's good having the boot up, because obviously it's not going to fall or drop anywhere, is it? It's quite tight. There we go. Put a bit of muscle into it. You can see we're getting loose. Right, that's our 4 bolts undone. Like I said, all the bolts in the boot, and now we can see that comes off. Now I want to show you, let me just grab the camera again, because I want to show you the clip. So it literally just pushes in here. We was messing around with it. It literally pulls out. You don't want it to obviously fall in there, but obviously we need that off so we can replace the whole handle. Tell me the back of that car doesn't look drunk now. Right, there's not a lot of cable to it, but look, there we go. It just pulled straight out. And that's the whole handle off. So we don't need this one anymore. Obviously, like I said, the button is still there. You can actually see, and that's why the button was still working. But obviously this is not protected anymore. Well, just a quick interruption to thank today's video sponsor, Dragon Car Alarms, who can do all of your audio and security needs, from attachment approved alarms and immobilizers to a full tracker system. Their telephone number's down here, but you can also visit them on their website. Right, let's get back to the video. Let's go. So on this generation Mini, I don't know if it is on the other ones, but you do have a boot release when it's unlocked. So that's quite useful. This is what we was doing before we managed to fix it. So we're just going to push our clip back in, or our electrics back in. Like I said, it's not the easiest thing to do because it's a very short cable, but there we go, it's in, that's not a problem. So we just need to line this up, wiggle that electric connector back in a bit, and then we can start putting the screws back in. So like I said, they're all Torx bits, so we're just going to start at this end, push it down, because it's quite a rigid thing. I'm guessing it will just level off when we do it up in a second, but just do these up. This is definitely something you can do at home. It's a very, very easy job. Right, so that's one in. Go to the other end. Just make sure we've got it all pushed down. We have. Let's get the other end in. Pushing it flush again. That's number 2 in. And we've just got the 2 middle ones. It's actually sitting really, really well. Pushing it down again. I'm just leaning it against my chest here a little bit just to hold it up. We'll hold it down so you can see what I'm doing. So I can then push down on the handle and do the screw up. Right, one left. Again, same thing, use my chest to hold it so you can see what I'm doing. I'm pushing down the centre. That's the fourth one done up. Right, let's just check. So these number plate lights work. Let's just turn the headlamps on for a second. Yahtzee. Number plate lights, perfect. Turn them back off. Right. Now the main question we want to know. It's all nice, sits very nice and flush, lovely. Does the button work? Perfect, every single time. Well, that's a very, very simple job. You don't need a garage to fit this, and it's not expensive to buy. Like I say, the link for this is going to be down in the description. This is not something I'm sponsored for. This is something I bought to fix the car. So if you liked this video, please do hit that subscribe button, leave me a comment, and hey, hit that like. We'll see you in another video very, very soon. Take care.